After these storms rolled through our area, we wanted to get a check-in with Consumers Energy on how they're handling these outages after the storm. Joining us tonight, we have Brian Wheeler with Consumers Energy. Brian, thank you so much for taking some time to talk to us.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
You guys have your hands full today. I'm taking a look at the map here on my phone, monitoring the outages, and obviously we see them as a result through our area, but there's also all those outages up in the northern part of the lower peninsula because of the ice storm that they had there. What does this look like across the map for you all today?
Yeah, when you think about it, really, it's the entire weekend we've been seeing extreme weather. So Friday night going into Saturday, again, Saturday night going into Sunday, we had a lot of ice accumulate in northern Michigan. So top of the mitten, as much as an inch of ice in some places. So that caused its own challenges, and that we're still working to restore power there because of all that ice accumulation. And then again, this afternoon, we saw a new wave of storms come through. Thunderstorms, maybe reports of tornadoes, those winds that have caused us to see an increase in terms of number of outages.
Got it. And looking at the map, I mean, it is peppered across our area. Is there one centralized area where we've seen the majority of the outages as a result of the storms that blew through today?
Not that I can tell, it really was a wave of severe weather. So, more populated areas like Grand Rapids or Lansing, for example, those regions have seen some concentrations of outages. We went into the weekend knowing that we were going to see this sort of weather pattern. So we have over 300 crews that are working already in northern Michigan, dealing with really intense, severe recovery that's going to have to happen because of the nature of the damage. Another 300 crews were positioned to be available to do work as soon as it's safe to do so. Again, Grand Rapids, Lansing, Kalamazoo, all this region. The work begins really right now because now the storm moves through, we can get to it.
Got it. And obviously, I imagine that you're stretched thin. This is a tall order with both of these storms having moved through. What are the struggles moving forward, and what should customers expect?
Yeah, absolutely. So we appreciate customers' patience with this. The fact that we were able to get 600 crews and then some into Michigan, that includes folks from our company, contractors in state, out-of-state help, that's going to give us a jump on things and really get to work. Line workers and crews can work 16 hours at a time, and they really do it at all times of day. So you're going to see work going on overnight tonight. I would say if you've lost power or you're wondering where things stand, check our outage map. That will be updated. There will be people who are without power both in the north and the south part of the state into Tuesday, and maybe in the north, even beyond that, in the hardest hit areas. That outage map will give you the best real-time information where we stand.
But we also know that those times can change. Is there an expectation that people should have? If it says like estimated time of restoration for a particular place in Grand Rapids, March 31st at 9 p.m., is there a chance that it could happen sooner? Is there even a chance that it can be restored later?
Yeah, no, the final times that we talked about Tuesday and then in Wednesday, the hardest hit areas, we're confident we have a plan. We have the people to make that happen. Sometimes you get an automatic restoration time that's put on your on the outage map, and then once it ends, it reverts to a more standing time that'll carry you through. So it can be a little confusing, and we certainly understand that in those first few hours. But when you're looking at that map tonight, look to see what time it holds to, make your plans accordingly, and then keep in touch with us if you need to. If you have a problem, you see any discrepancies, call our 800 number. We'll make sure we work through every outage until we get every single one done.
All right, that's great information. Anything else we're missing? Anything else you want to let people know out there?
In the northern part of the state, we have warming shelters, or communities have set up warming shelters. We want to make sure we get help to the people who need it the most. If you're without power today, tomorrow, we thank you for your patience. Be safe by all means. Watch for those crews, downed wires. You take the precautions to take care of yourself. We'll work hard to get the power back on quickly.
As far as those downed wires, any injuries, anything that you're hearing along those lines? Is it just primarily across roads or and trees that pulled them down, or what are the circumstances there?
Yeah, usually when you see high gusts of wind or you see ice, the first thing that gets affected are those tree limbs and branches that are falling, sometimes entire trees. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of footage in the next 24 hours that shows just how severe it was in different parts of the state. But so when the line comes down, when the power line comes down, you don't have a clear sense for where it's going to be. It can be in the road, it can be by the side of the road. If you see that down wire, it's not marked off or no one's guarding it. Assume it's live, assume it's dangerous, call 911 right away, let them know about it, and then call Consumers Energy as well.
Great information to keep in mind. Brian Wheeler with Consumers Energy, thank you for spending some time with us tonight.
Absolutely, thank you.
All right.